Hi, this is Mike Regan with Transact's 2-Minute Warning for the week of June 1st. And in this week's 2-Minute Warning, we're taking a look at some big changes in the LTL marketplace and asking how will it affect your freight budgets and operations in 2026 and beyond. Last week, I was invited to speak to a consulting group's clients about issues going on in the LTL marketplace. A whole bunch of people dialed in because they were wondering, we hear about a lot of things, but let's talk to one of the experts and find out what's really going on. With that thought in mind, we said there are 3 things that you ought to be paying attention to, and you ought to be paying attention to right now. Thing number 1 happened on Monday when FedEx, the spinoff, finally occurred. There's pictures of the FedEx officials ringing the bell. FedEx Freight is now an independent LTL carrier. And it's not just an independent LTL carrier, it is the largest LTL carrier. And that begs the question, how will this affect things in the marketplace? We've seen some interesting things happening. We've shared them with customers and all. The second thing that has happened is that we have Amazon's announcement from about 4 to 5 weeks ago. We covered it in a 2-minute warning. Amazon announced that they're opening up the Amazon network to go after enterprise companies, big companies, as well as small to middle market businesses. Now, that is also something that could affect what the LTL marketplace looks like, because Amazon has one thing that a lot of recent entries into the LTL marketplace couldn't have, and that is scale. When people judge LTL carriers, they look at their terminal network. Well, Amazon has a very substantial distribution network, and that distribution network, people anticipate, can handle volumes of LTL shipments going through. But the third thing that's also going on are some changes that are happening with the National Motor Freight Classification. They've come out with their final rules. There are now 13 classifications. Asked our team to put together an analysis of what does it mean. Be happy to share that information with you. But before sharing that information, let me tell you why I feel kind of passionate about this stuff. I got a call on Monday this week when a CEO called me up and said, "Hey, did you hear the news? FedEx is spinning off." And I had to tell him, he's a good friend of mine, a YPO member. We've been together for a lot of years. Folks, I've been talking about this for a year when FedEx announced they were spinning off. We've covered it in numerous 2-minute warnings. Then if you want to go beyond the FedEx thing, of course we knew about it. He never bothered to read the 2-minute warnings, never passed them on to people within his organization, and now he is surprised. And that goes back to something that we've been hearkening on, the need to have a planning process which looks ahead. So if you're concerned about how FedEx Freight's going to affect the market, if you're concerned about the opportunities presented by Amazon, or how the classification systems could affect your freight cost, you need to be talking to experts like Transacт. We've done billions of dollars worth of sourcing events, and we've got a proprietary sourcing technology that is great. We want to share this information with you because with each and every 2-minute warning, we're here to remind you, on your team, here to help. Passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.